Americans are finding nice work if you can get it, an increasingly unlikely scenario. Whether down on the farm or high atop the skyscraper, manufacturing goods or providing services, at Fortune 500 corporations or mom and pop stores, employing college graduates or tradespeople. All in all, Americans feel completely exhausted, unfairly compensated, and totally expendable. I've had my fair share of unreasonable work schedules, starting from the usual 40 weekly hours, 250, 260, to all work, no sleep. I've had my fair share of low paying jobs, such as shoe stockkeeper, telemarketer, commercial painter, all of them minimum wage. And I have had my fair share of being an unsung hero, while others were awarded a medal, plaque, statue, all green with envy. I used to counter these frustrating situations with two questions. Do I need my boss more, or does my boss need me more? I would try to get into a situation where I was needed more, so that I could willfully drag my feet on work tasks, bargain a higher salary, hourly wage, or commission, and demand front page exposure in the next issue of the company magazine. But these strong arm tactics did not endear me to my bosses, who made my work more difficult. Then I had on my hands a toxic stew that boiled over, scalding me. The results? Career burnout, constant turnover, low morale, employee malfeasance, sick days, personality conflicts, mental illness, substance abuse. I swear, looking into that toxic stew was like staring into the abyss. Hey people, please do not follow my example and commit career suicide by reverse managing your workloads, nickel and diming the company, and talking down to higher ups. Rather, in a new position, pay your dues. Okay? Work hard, accept standard pay, keep your head down, as the surefire way of moving up. Once past probation, you can ask for a reasonable accommodation. But quitting an exhausting, low paying, and thankless job may be the only option. If by the end of the 90-day probationary period it is not what you want, then simply move on. Do not waste your time or the organization's. Or, if you have been there for some time but the way up is blocked, then be on the lookout for opportunities elsewhere before submitting your 2 weeks' notice. For me, the way up and out was higher education. It didn't just make a difference, it made all the difference. It started with a lesson in appreciating the American worker who has to grind, day in and day out, unfailingly and unflinchingly. I now gratefully and cheerfully acknowledge my indebtedness to them as the great source of my past professional success. I also learned American working values, finding self-respect through my work, in other words, giving 110% effort every single time. That translated into hard work, not overwork. And taking pride in my work rewarded me in ways that the take-home pay simply could not. And being passionate about my work turned more heads than my smiling mug on the front cover of the company magazine. One possible American formula for success: be a jack of all trades and a master of one. Mastery in, say, electromechanical engineering, when others do only straight electrical or straight mechanical, gets you a job. But then, work experience in construction makes you a jack of all trades in architectural design, structural engineering, and mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. That means you are in a position to manage construction projects. One last lesson: strive after excellence. In a seminar, I heard a business person say, there may be too many business people, but there's always room for a good one. And good means having a track record for reliability and competence, but also a moral compass to decline work. This is true of all professions, whether business person or electrician, lawyer or plumber, doctor or mechanic.